Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, we can see the screen.
Right. So guys, as discussed actually in the last session, we didn't get a time to see a number of joins in a Spark, and so I want to cover this topic for next couple of minutes or in this session, so that you will be clear what exactly is the joins and which joins we mostly use in a production, and you will get to know by end of this session, and that we will discuss as well as and live questions if you have any we will discuss, and we have a sheet right where our team is able to write their questions and I'm able to answer some of the questions directly or in this class. So like that we have a many questions which we supposed to discuss today as well. So three types of discussions will happen in this session. One is joints, that is we will come to know what exactly is joints and a Spark, how to use and what may be the syntax. We will try to understand that first, and we'll take a questions from you if you have any, if it is a technical or non-technical or a common questions that you can ask me. So that is the agenda for this 1 hour session. Please try to utilize, and if you have any type of question, you can ask me whether it is a career related or a technical related or any project related. So you can ask me in this session, right? I'm getting many mails and calls, right? So sometimes I won't get to answer every questions or every message, right? So that is the purpose we created this session, to clear up some of your doubts. Hope this is clear. So first of all, let me go through these. I don't know how many of you know the concept of this. First of all, to run this any notebook, we have to create one cluster, right? New one. Okay, we have to create a cluster. Uh, so to create a cluster, if you don't have this account, you no need to worry. This is the Databricks Community Edition account. It is freely we can able to create and practice it with a single node. So if you don't know the process, that I have a dedicated video. Okay, you can go through there and try to install there is no installation actually. Directly how we will able to log in our Gmail. The same way we have an account we can create by using our email ID. That's it, right? So to run a notebook, first of all, we have to have a cluster. So here we do not have a cluster. So let me just create, because it will take a couple of minutes. So let me just demo cluster. Okay, it will take some time, right, to up. You no need to touch any other, let it be, and just create a cluster, right? So see, it is now in progress. So once it completes it, we will see our right tick mark. Then we are ready for executing the queries, right? First of all, what I want to do is, like, I will explain each and every topic here one by one. Meanwhile, it will up. Okay, then we will use this cluster and execute our notebooks. That is the idea. Fine. I know this is a very easy concept, and we are learning from our engineering or from the beginning of our career. But but believe me, these are the joints or technical things that we generally use in our production majority time. So we should have a clarity, and you may get interview questions as well. So I strongly recommend you to try to understand. In this session, we'll try to discuss first 6 joints, because I have a dedicated data set to give an example with hands-on. And these two, I have to take another data set that we will discuss in upcoming sessions. And I will also explain cross-gen and self-gen, how it is, how exactly those are. So before start this, right, we also discuss some topics like how to create data frame, and how to do transformations transformations. So as part of this, right, we have to create some data frame and then do a small transformations. Okay, we will learn that as well, right? So what I did is, I have a folder where there are only small data sets. Okay, there are two data sets: store customers and store transactions, right? So if I open this, then you just come to know. So these are the small file. Okay, to demonstrate you, I just took only small file where we will get a clarity. Okay, clarity of explanation, I can say. So a customer ID, age, salary, and gender, country. Okay, this is one file. The second file is this. Okay, stores transactions. Okay, so this is the second file. Again, this is a very small data set. See here, this is very small data set where we have customer ID, product ID, and then amount, and the date of transaction, you can say, right? So these are the files which are in CSV file format. So what we will do is like check whether our cluster is up or if you see here, yes, see this cluster is now up and running. So before start creating a data frame, right? First of all, we have to upload a file, right? So to upload a file, first of all, what we have to do is go to data, okay, create a table. Here, see, we can upload file directly here. If it is S3, then we will go to S3 here. If it is a DBFS, Databricks file systems, then we will go here. Other data sources, we will go here. Okay, fine. What we will do is like, first of all, I will upload this file, two files into input file folder, right? So what I will do,
Such similar to we create tables in Hive and then load the data in a table.
no, no, no. See, Simran. First of all, just in general, right? In fact, in production, we generally won't upload these files manually, right? To demonstrate you, just uploading. Okay. So just stay with me for next couple of minutes, then you come to know. See here, this file uploaded. What is the file path? This is the file path, right? This is the file
Uh-huh.
path. What I will do, I will just copy this path. Okay. Okay. Um, Path. This is temporary. Okay. This is not the part of our step one file we uploaded, correct? So we'll quickly go there and check it whether it is there or not, right? Go to file store and tables, and here is input. In the input, if you see, there is a store customer dot csv, right? So we upload this file just now, correct? So what we will do, we will again select that path and upload another file. Okay, transaction files uploaded. What we will do, we will copy this path and put somewhere. Okay. In path 2. I will remove this column, no problem. So I hope you are clear how to upload a file. Then first what we will do, out of these files, how to create a data frame, right? So we will try to create two data frames. First of all, what is this? This is our customers, right? So customers underscore df equal to arc dot read dot, since it is also okay options, I will go with options. um so without options, what will happen, I will show you first, then we will go with the options, right? Then take the file path directly here, okay, inside the two columns, right? That show. So just go to, okay, I think I
Hi
have to attach
Naresh. Hi Naresh. I joined little late. Could you please tell me whatever you shared the link from there we can see this notebook?
what link which I have shared. Yeah, yes, this one you are talking about, this path.
Yes.
Yes, that's what this is the path where we uploaded. Okay, now by using this path, I'm creating a data frame. Fine.
Yeah, fine. Thank you.
See here. Now this is a data frame. Okay, this is a data frame. But what is missing here is, see, it understood that the header is also as one of the column, right? So to remove that, right? So I think we have to go with a header true, right? So what I will do here, write options, header equal to true, right? As there are many ways to create a data frame, but you stick with one approach. Otherwise, what will happen? You may get confused. You can practice the rest of the process or rest of the methods once you get a hands-on in this method, right? So what I will do, I will again run it. See this? Now it properly aligned, right? But if you see customers dot df dot print schema, guys, just tell me, is it correct? Print schema. Okay, I had to remove show here. Ran it.
I think spelling mistake. Yeah. Customers.
Customers
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're
M
correct.
is missing.
Yeah, right. Yes. See, by default, it taken all the columns as a strings, right? Because we haven't mentioned anything. But if you see our file is also having a IDs or salary or amount, right? But generally, amount should not be in a string, right? So that is the reason what we have to do is again I want to add infer infer schema equal to true. Right? Okay, this is this ran. Now again we will run this. See here, are you able to understand? Customer ID integer it is given, age integer, salary integer, gender string, country string. Perfect, right? You understand why we have to use this sentence, guys? You understood, right?
Yes.
Great.
Yes, Naresh.
That is the purpose we have to use that, right? Now we can show directly here. We can write a show directly here. See, this is a data frame. You agree? Or what we can do? Let me run it again. And here, if you want in a table format, then write a display. Generally, we won't write in production, but the practicing purpose, we will write. Just write this display. See, the same data we are seeing in tabular format, right? I hope this is clear. This is how we have to create a data frame, right? Now, what we will do, same way, let me delete this. Same way, we will create another data frame, right? What is the data frame? Transactions. I will use the same transactions underscore ef equal to again spark dot read dot options. And let me just copy paste because that file is also very much similar to first file, right? So and then dot csv, take this part. That's it. So let me delete this also since we got the paths as well. So let me also do a show. What is the problem? Path must be absolute.
Slash is missing in the path.
Okay. I think I didn't copy it properly. Yes, you're correct. Yes, guys. So this is the second data frame. So I already told you, right? This is, we can also see this in a different style, in the tabular style also, like display. Okay. So we will see. I didn't run it. What happened? Okay, I have to run this again. Right? So we created two data frames. Generally, these are not a part of a joins, okay? But to do a joins, we need two tables, right? So that is a purpose. I created these data frames as a tables. If you have already tables in place, then we can directly go ahead, right? But I just want to show from the beginning how to upload a file. First of all, how to create a cluster, how to upload a file, how to create a data frame, right? So that is the intention, right? And I want to do one more activity here. Let me delete this. We don't want these extra steps. What is one more activities? If you see, both these files are having a same column called, let me go to customer ID is here and customer ID is also here. But when we go for joins, right, then we will get a ambiguous error, right? So it is very difficult to understand the customer ID is from which table, right? For that, what I will do, I want to change the column name, right? To change the column name, what we can do, just write. So with column renamed, here we have to put our column names. What is the column name? See, this is a customer ID, right? So customer ID. So in our buckets. So write what is the column ID or column name you want to, right? So we have to write a column name. Generally, as a standard practice, right? We will use something like this in production also. Underscore. We generally won't follow. Earlier we used to follow the camel case, but we won't follow camel case. Instead, we will follow something like that. We will try to maintain all the small letters as a column name. Guys, this is one of the, you can say, what are the cleaning activities that you do as part of your project? Then this is also one of the, text that you can say, right? Yes, we will try to, once we get the data, then we will try to see all the data types, schema, whether it is properly or not. Then we will also change the column names if required, if from a camel case to a standard, standard type. So these and all you have to tell the stories, right? These are the all we will do in practical, right? So now let me run it. We will see quickly. We will see quickly what I will do. This customer ID, right? Since it is a customer, I will write C underscore, because next one I will write T underscore. Okay, display. See this. I change the column name as C underscore customer ID, right? You leave it about other because since these are only single word, so we no need to change, but I want to change here. I change this column. The same way, what I will do, I will delete this and same thing I will copy and paste. This is T, transactions, right? This is transaction. So if you want to see dot show, just run it. You will see a column, new column name. See here, T underscore customer ID, right? This is how we have to create a data frame as well as to change the existing column name, right? Now we understood. Let me just delete this and run it again. We ran it. So if you don't want to see something like this, what you can do, always you can write like this also, okay, in second line. But what you have to do is like, as you have to put, and here also if you don't want to see in a single line, then just move to a second line. Execute. Same thing, right? So there's no error. So you can write like this or like this based on your preference. Okay. Now we created two data frames. Then we will go with a join. Simple inner join. We will see inner df equal to. I will go with the first data frame. Simple, very simple. syntax. First table dot join. Then what next? Obviously, we have to put second table, right? A bit, that means second data frame. Then what next? We have to put some column name, right? To join any two tables. So what is that column name? What I will do is like column name when we want to refer table name dot t underscore customers customer ID equal to this table, correct? Table equal to right? Dot again this column. So now we computed. We given a first table name, second table name, and then joining condition. What next? So if you want to give whether it is left join, right join, then here you have to give in brackets inner. I want to write inner. That's it, guys. So this is optional again. You no need to, if you don't specify anything here, by default it will do inner join. That you have to understand. Remember. Fine. So let's do show. Ideally, we used to get all the columns from A table and B table, right? Let's see. See here, customer, these are the columns. First four columns, 4, 5 are from customers, and next 4 are from transactions, right? So this is how we will do a inner join. What it will do, inner join will take the common columns, right? I know I am explaining very slow because time is not matter for me. What matter for me is to understand you, right? You should understand better. That is the idea. So this is the first table, and this is the second table or a data frame, whatever. Okay. Right. So if you see, what are the columns common? Customer ID is 1, 2, 5. What is here? See, this is the second table, right? 1, 2, 5 is there, 6 is there. 1, 2, 5, 6 is there, right? So 1, 2, 5, 6. This we have to get it because of it is in agile. See here 1, 2, 5, 6, but all the columns. So if you want, you can select the respective columns. If you don't want all the columns, you can do a select and get the columns, right? So I'm not explaining that step because we will do more transformation in our upcoming sessions. But what is the objective of this session is the topic is to understand the joins, how we will write joins in Spark, right? So this is inner join. And next, it is very easy. Let me go to a left join. So left underscore df equal to same thing, same story, because I don't want to write again and again, right? So you can easily expect. So this syntax is absolutely fine. Here you have to change left. That's it. Just click on it. What is the left join means? It will take all the columns from the left table, right? What is the left table here? This is the left table. That means 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. See here, 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. All the columns from the left table and matching columns data from the right table. That means
From
what are the matching?
transactions
Yes,
and the
1, 2,
customer
5, 6. Yes. So whatever are not there, then it will give you a null values, right? So this is expected. This is what the left join. Hope you understood. Now we will go with very interesting, that is left semi. What is the left semi? We will see. We will use in our production scenarios also. Left semi, left anti. Both are very important along with the left join, right? Left underscore semi. What is the difference here? Just write left underscore semi. Right. We will see. So try to understand this table. We will get the answers from here itself. Are you able to understand? See here, 1, 2, 5, 6. Only this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 columns. From only left table, it will give. Left table, that too matching records in a right table. See here, this part it brought. That is called, this is we are calling this as a left semi. It is not bringing all. If it is left, it will bring all the data from the left table. But if it is left semi, then it will bring only matching records of the right table. See here, it ignores these last 7 and 8 because those records are not matching in right table. Guys, are you able to understand this difference? What is the difference between left and left semi? Please. Hello?
Yes, yeah. So
Great. Yeah.
in left join it would bring all the records, and which are not matching it will show as null, and in left semi it will show the ones which are matching with the right, only show
Yes.
records, right? It
Absolutely.
will
That's
ignore the null. That is the difference.
yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
That's it. Okay. So, and we will see left anti, which is very interesting. So, and very important is too. So, try to understand the left anti join. Left anti. Same here. You no need to do thing, but don't make any spelling mistakes. That's it. Run it. We will see a different between. See here, whatever the left out records. These are the left out right here, 7, 8. It is completely opposite. Left semi, left anti is completely opposite. See here, left anti. Records which are present,
Means
records
really
present in
not
left side.
matching.
Yeah, records present in left table, but not present in right table. 7, 8 only, na?
Okay.
Sir, it wouldn't show null.
No, it will take only 7, 8. See here, this 7, 8 records only. Because those records are not there in right table, right? That is called it is left anti, right? So left anti, left semi are bit opposite. If you do practice right, you will get a clarity. And that is the reason I taken only smaller data set. I hope you understand why I have chosen a smaller data set. So this is applicable for on a big data set as well, right? First of all, you have to understand the concept. So based on the business requirement, we have to choose which join is more suitable for us, right? So you can also do, yeah, right join. So if you understand this better, then we will go with right join. What right join will do? It is completely opposite to right left join. So I will write right, just right. Let me just run it. See here, it will bring all the columns from our right table, matching columns from left table, right? What are the matching? 1, 2 are matching, 5, 6 are matching. Rest are not matching, right? So, but as per my understanding, left, right anti, right semi may not be there, right? So that is what I understood. So don't practice it. Okay. So if you want to, this is a right join. What is the left join? Left join is it will take all the rows from the left table and matching rows from the right table. And right join is completely opposite. Opposite in a sense, when we call right, then it will bring all the columns from the right table, and from the left table only matching rows it will pick up. That is where we are seeing null values in the left table, because these 3 and 4 are not there in left table, right? So we rarely we will use right join, rarely. That is the reason, I'm just explaining you on priority, like, left join, inner join we will use mostly, and then left join, and then semi join, and then anti join. Then only we will go for right join, because very rare we will use right join and full outer join. Okay, full outer join also very rarely used. So what is the next? Full outer. Let me just, or full join, whatever, full outer, full underscore outer. What it will do? It will bring all the data, right side table and left side table. Its combination of, we can say, left and right, right? See here, it brought all the columns, all the rows from the left table and right table, right? So what is the use? When we do any use case, then you come to know I mean, which join we have to use, right? Based on the business requirement, correct? But you have to understand the difference between these joins, right? Guys, are you able to follow? These are the joins which I want to demonstrate in this class, but cross join, self join, very rarely used joins. I will take another data set which are more suitable to explain, and then I will try to explain that in our upcoming sessions. But as of now, we covered total 6 joins, and along with creating a data frame and doing a small transformations.
Sir,
Is it clear today?
yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. Regarding full outer join, can you please explain what it does? Like it will take all the columns from both the uh, data sets.
Yes. See here. The left side data set is this, right?
Customer.
Actually, what left side is there? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. But it brought another 2 because we did a full outer join. Same way, it brought all the rows from the right table and then not matching rows from the left side table. That means it is the combination of left and right table.
Right. So
Okay.
these null values are those which are not matching
Yes.
in both the tables, right?
Correct.
In
Correct.
both. Okay.
Correct.
Sir, I have a request for two joins. Uh, One is map side join and another one is broadcast join.
That is different. See,
Okay.
you
Okay.
have to understand the differences between joints. First of all,
Okay.
map side join is not a standard join. Okay, it is a as part of performance tuning. We will implement some techniques like how we do a Parquet file snappy compression. How we go for a we can say bucketing and we can say partitioning. The same way, broadcast join or a map side join in a Hive also as a part of a performance tuning. Those are not the actual concepts like these giants. Try to understand. We will cover up those also in upcoming session if we get a chance. Okay? Don't club. That's what I'm saying. Don't club and
Okay.
confuse.
Okay.
Those are different concepts.
Naresh, could you tell me some scenario where we can use full outer join?
You have to come with the data set. Can you
No,
hear me?
it's like this type of join where we can use like what
See, we will because I didn't get the business use case, but if you people have any business use case to use this I can say full outer giant, please do let me know. Otherwise, I had to search on behalf of you. That's it, right? But first of all,
Naresh,
this
do we
class
get
or this explanation is to understand the concepts of these giants. If you understand this basic level, then we also practice a use case, right?
okay, okay, Naresh.
No worries. We will discuss
Naresh,
that point as
do
well
we
in
get
upcoming
this kind
session.
of request in user stories?
Sorry, guys.
Do we
Speak
get this
loudly.
kind of request? Do we get this kind of request in user stories?
What kind of request?
Like in Jira,
Yeah, of course. What type of request you are talking? I know Jira
like
through we will get it.
like in they will specifically mention to do inner left semi anti like that.
No, no, they won't mention. See, user stories, they will give us some user case, user stories. Example, what they may ask you, let us say, these are the data sets, okay? They may show you these data sets and, and also file paths. So you have to read that files and create a data frame and then do a targeted we can say output. They may show you output. I need output like this, and this is the raw data set. You do it. This is one of the user stories we can say. Correct. So as part of that, you have to go through as a developer which join is more suitable to reach the targeted data set. Getting me?
Yeah, got
So let me give you one more example. There is a telecom company where if we have a postpaid connection, right? So how would they know how much data we consumed, how many calls we did, and based on our usage, you will get a bill end of the month. You agree? Correct? Okay. So now all this every transaction that means consuming a data, it will create one log, and call record, it will create one log. Okay, and time, it will create. See, there are multiple files will be generated backend when we use our mobile, right? So what a data engineering team will do backend is they will collect all this data, which may be unstructured or semi-structured data. Somehow they will pull by using Flume or Kafka or Scoop or Talent, whatever they use. Then they will do some of filtration. They will create some RDD out of it. Then they will create a data frame out of RDDs, and they will do some joins or do some transformations, and they will get the final outcome that they will create this, let us say 2 or 3 tables, whatever the data that you generate. And then if they want to generate your bill by end of the month, then they have to do many joins, right? They have to do some sum, and they have to do some joins between these tables. They have to use customer table and usage table, transactions table, right? All this they will do it, and then they will come for a conclusion. Okay, based on the usage, this is your expected bill. So this is the background story that a data engineer will do before generating a bill, right? So I worked a similar kind of a project, but it is not a telecom, but it is a energy, where we get a electricity bills every month, right? So I involved in that process. So I'm just giving you a real-time example. Is it clear, guys?
Yeah.
Great. Okay, I think that's it about the joints. Do you have any general questions, or shall I take some of these questions? You tell me.
In a day, how many tickets you are able to solve?
No, no, no. It's not a support project, right? So it is a development. So user stories generally based on the sprints. Okay. So sprints per sprints, they will give. I think I already explained this in our one of the previous session. But generally, sprints we have 2 weeks per sprint. Okay. Then let us say we have a 3 to 4 team. We will try to allocate those work to each and every individual. So one team, one person will try to pull the data, another person will try to create a data frame and do a cleaning activities, and another person will do a joins and get the insights out of it. That means they will try to get the targeted data set which is proposed. So we will take 2 to 3 days or maximum 5 working days to complete those activities, right? It may not be in a 1 day or 2 days, right? Based on the volume of the data, based on the requirements, based on the user story that they created, we will take a few days time. So if it is a small task, let us say we did it, but on top of it, then our manager or a product owner, okay, this feature is fine. I want one more feature, that is when a bill gets generated, so a customer, we have to send an email notification. So that was not covered under previous user story. Then they will give us that activity as a different user story. Then they will ask us the tentative time, right? So we will say, okay, we need 2 days of time to implement that feature. What we will do? We will take a 2 days time to complete that user story. Okay, whatever the ticket that we receive through Jira or a service now, and then once we complete it, we will change the status as a from in progress to complete or UAT ready. Then we will submit in a system, right? Consum team or a manager or product owner or a technical lead will review that code and test it. If everything is fine in testing environment, then it will goes to UAT, that is user acceptance test. That means client side, one person will be there. They will test whether this whatever we developed feature is working properly or not. If they accept it, then we will push that code to production, right? So that is what CI/CD, that is continuous integration, continuous development. That means a DevOps model will try to do it. As of now, we have a separate DevOps team where we are not doing that. We are not pushing the code and all. But what we will do, once we get the tickets through Jira as part of sprints, we will take up that user story. We will develop whatever the feature that they requested, and we will submit, and we will change the status from to do or from in progress to complete or UAT ready. This is the background that we generally do when we get a user story. Am I clear, guys?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Clear? Good.
And one more
Uh,
question: how the company evaluate our performance?
why you are so keen now? First of all, what do you want? Are you already working, or you are trying to attempt any interviews? Where are you exactly?
I trying to attend interviews.
Sorry, you're attending interviews, right?
Yeah, yes, yes.
Don't worry. First of all, you get the job and come back to me. I will explain. Okay,
Yeah, sure, sure. Okay.
guys. Any other questions, guys? Don't know why still people are joining now. Any questions? Okay.
So just
Yeah,
one silly
Simran.
question. So
Mm.
basics from basics. So regarding we can handle the structured data with the Hive basically just by creating the tables, obviously. And how about, sir, totally unstructured data? How do we handle unstructured data in Hive, like in the beginning?
First of all, you know, you have to find out the source, something from weblogs. Okay, we have to connect to external source where, let us say, take Airtel. Okay, what they'll do?
Okay.
Airtel, a backend is right. Each and every country, every region, they have a servers, right? Whenever you
Yes.
do some call or usage, mobile data,
Uh-huh.
automatically one log will be created. Okay,
Yes, sir.
one log in
Yes.
a sense, yeah, like that. There are multiple chunks of logs will be created backend. So
Uh-huh.
complete all that hundreds of or some files they will take in KBs. Generally, it won't go for MBs, but they will take a KBs, and then you have a, let us say, a unique phone number, right? On your phone number, you there might be some folder will be created backend in their servers. If you are in a state, under particular that state, under particular region, under something, one folder will be created on your name, and
Okay.
then under that, each day, all the files will be generated, logs will be generated, okay,
Yes.
based on your usage. Then
Yes.
at the end of the day, as a what Airtel will do, they will take a outsource. Let us say they may give some work to TCS or Infosys or any other companies. Then
Okay. Huh.
what, being a data engineer, we have to connect to that server and
Uh-huh.
collect that. Let us say yesterday the transaction was over, right? So we have to go there and pull yesterday's data. Okay. So those are
Okay.
completely semi-structured, unstructured, right? So we may
Yes.
not use scoop there. Ideal practice is we generally use a Flume or Kafka to get those data, since those are unstructured, or also Talent. Talent will bring any type of data, semi-structured, unstructured, and unstructured data. So generally we will use Kafka as a standard practice if it is streaming side. If not, we can also use a Flume, okay, to bring the unstructured or semi-structured data, right?
Okay.
So now that data will bring to Hadoop, okay,
Hello.
Hadoop or cloud, whatever. And
Uh-huh.
of course, there is a Hive is there, Spark is also there. What
Yes.
I will do, right? So how to read unstructured data? That means we can create a data frame. Sorry, um, you know, word count program. Word count program, word count program.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
you know? So let us say a Scala, okay, Scala, or Python, or Spark, again Scala, okay, or Java, okay, and then whatever Hadoop. There is a file. So it need not be similar, but there is a semi-structured, we can say. Okay. So now we will read this file, and how to do word count. I want a output like a Scala comma 2, Python comma 1, Spark comma 1, Java comma 1, Hadoop comma 1. That
Yes.
is the
Yes.
expected,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So to achieve this, I generally, I will create a RDD, right? To filter, to bring a data into a structured format. First of all, we have to read that file as a RDD, and then use all the transformation whatever is required to clean up, and then, okay, then create a one structure. Structure means schema exclusively, because our file does not contain any column names or any file format or right. So generally what we will do, we will create a structure, that means schema, by using struct field, struct type methods, right? So and then finally we will convert by using a schema as well as the RDD. We will convert to a data frame. Now once we create data frame, automatically this is a structured, correct? Data frame itself is a structured. Agree?
Structure. Agree.
So there is a lot of procedure involved to clean and to bring a to create a data frame. So I think one of the use case I explained, but if time permits, we will take any real-time example how we clean a unstructured file to a structured format. This exercise we will do. Fine.
Okay. Okay. So my question was like with the structured data, what we normally do is we go to Hive and create tables, basically create external tables so that
Yes.
those external
Yes.
tables are for, always there for our reference. So my question was like uh, you told me that it will directly we will directly create an RDD. So, sir,
No, no,
one
no, no.
question.
Let me tell you. Tell you. First of all, whatever the source server, we will
Uh-huh.
bring the data and put it in, let us say, Hadoop. In Hadoop,
Yes.
so with some landing area, in that folder, we'll put all. And from there, we'll also take as a backup, that is archive, right? The second step is generally we will validate whether the file format is coming as expected or not, right?
Yes.
So we will segregate good files and bad files. If it's good files, then we will put in another folder. If it's a bad file, we'll put it in another folder and report to the source team. These files are coming to our bucket, but which are not as per the expected format. Then the
Okay.
source team will go through those and try to resend it with the proper file format. Okay,
Okay.
right? So let us say a log file we are expecting .log as an extension, but somehow we are getting .csv.xls, which is not expected, right? We have to
Yes.
reject those files, right? Correct?
Okay.
So
Okay.
again, those files we will with the file name, with the date and all, we will send back to one automated email will be created. That email will trigger and send those files as an attachment to the source team. So, dear source team, please go through the attached files, which are not expected file formats. Go through it and resend it again. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes.
these kind of exercise we will do in general in real time, right? Majority time you people don't know what will happen. You people may know only okay, creating RDD, creating data frame. But before that, we used to do many steps, right? You have to explain these steps in your interview,
Yes.
right?
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
All right.
Yeah. So I got your point, sir. Sorry, but cross questioning. But still, I would say that don't we go with the like unstructured data and give it a format and convert it into an external table so that it is always available for us. And second question, the RDDs and data frames uh, don't they get stay in the Spark only because that is just the temporary memory, but Hive database or a Hive meta store is not temporary, it is permanent if we create it as external table.
Okay. Okay. You're correct, Simran. Let me tell you. You know flight journey. You know flight journey, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to go to flight, from where you start? From your house, correct?
Yes. Yes.
So ideally, you are staying in your house, right? Right? That is a permanent place. What is the temporary? When you travel in, you can say flight, maybe one
That is
hour,
true.
2 hour, right? Right?
That is
You
true.
can assume that flight as a spark, right? You are as a data. You are a data traveling in flight. I mean, traveling with the spark for a couple of minutes or
Mhm.
temporary time.
Yes.
Again, you
Yes.
come back to your home only, na?
Yes.
Understood?
Yes. Yes.
Same
Understood.
way, your house is kind of a HDFS where data will
Yes.
be stored, and Spark
Yes.
is kind of a flight where
Yes.
it will hold your data up to some extent or some time.
Yes.
till it completes the transformations. And
Yes.
then you go back to your home, right?
Yes.
That is
Yes.
where we are doing. We will take the data from HDFS or Hive table, then read the data, create the data frame, do a transformation, and send it back to Hive or a HDFS.
Yes.
Agree?
Okay. Okay.
Hope it's clear.
So you're saying that we create RDD or we create data frame and make convert it into a structured format and we send it to Hive.
Hive or Hadoop. Hive again, backend is
Got,
Hadoop only.
got your point, sir. Got your point. Got your point. So from Hive we will send it to our downstream team.
See here, Hive in a sense, Hive is a just warehouse where Hive is also utilize his backend storage as a HDFS. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But HDFS, you cannot write a SQL queries, right? Hive queries, SQL queries. That is
Uh-huh.
where Hive came into the picture. When you create a Hive table and load the data, that data will be loaded backend in HDFS only. Hive is a layer, okay, on top of it to query the data. You got it?
I understand, sir. It handles the metadata. For example, if we
Correct, correct.
stand outside a cinema hall and we check for our seat, that where is my seat? So
Yes,
it's like that.
absolutely, absolutely.
It
But
gives you the direction that this is where your data is located.
you're correct. You're correct. You're correct. It is easy to us to query some data and get that result immediately, right?
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Guys, any
Sorry
other
for the
question?
silly question.
No worries here. So this is our valid questions. Let others also get understand. Guys, if you have any other questions, we have I can extend next to 5 minutes.
Hi, Naresh. I
Hi
have
Naresh, actually it's been asked in one interview, like which is best for to handle unstructured data.
Sorry, which is
Which is the best one to handle unstructured data?
what is the best
Either
one? I
Spark,
mean,
yes, yes.
okay. So it's again based on the timelines which you have. Let us say clients required immediately. He want the unstructured data to be processed in a minute or hour. Obviously, I'll
Okay.
go for a Spark. If not,
Spark.
and that is a bit expensive, right? Because Spark uses memory. Always
Hmm.
memory is
In memories.
higher cost than the disk, right? If
Okay.
client is saying no, I don't want immediately. You take 1 day time, but I want the result. Then I will go for
Hmm.
Hadoop with a Hive, right?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, Naresh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Any other question?
hello.
Somebody is asking. Yes.
Hi, Naresh. I want to ask
Yeah.
one question. That is, all the stuff we do manually, or it is automated? And if automated, then how we do it? Means, I just want to understand that stuff.
What are the steps actually? Can you please tell me what are the
Means
steps that you are?
checking. Means files are not corrected. Then we
Oh, that
send
is
back to the.
automated. That is automated. How we will do? Generally, generally we used to do that by using shell script or Python script. First of all, what we will do, we will check whether the file is there in the respective folder or not. If it is so, then let me just give you one example. Okay, one
Okay.
example. When you use, let us scoop or any other a tooling or ingestion tool, what we will get, let us say file is part iPhone 0000. If you use scoop, we will get like this. Okay, there are
Okay.
file and then some random number it will give. Okay, dot parquet or something like that. Okay,
Okay.
like this we will get a file, but and let us say there are two files. Okay? There are two files which we brought. These are unstructured, whatever you call it as, um, and we got two files. Okay. Now what we have to do by seeing this, it won't make sense, right? We don't know when it got created, when it came to our bucket. These details we don't have. Correct?
Yeah.
Right? So what we will do, we will take these files. This is in one folder. Let us say the landing folder, landing folder. Directly we will put this. Okay, from source. From source, we brought this data and put it in landing folder. Then this landing folder, what I will do, accepted and rejected. let us say another file which is not coming like this, which is coming something some ABCD, or let me go through a same standard. Let they are saying same, but they agreed that they have to send only parquet, but what they sent it is CSV, which is not accepted as per the project, right? So we have to read only parquet. So what I will do, first of all, I will check, I will write some shell script or a Python script. Go to landing folder and see how many files are there. If it is so, I mean, if files are there, then run the script. Otherwise, don't run. Okay.
Yeah.
Then okay, now files are there. It will run. So first check is what we will do. Check whether files are exist or not in landing directory. Then okay, now in this case it is passed because there are files. Now check file format. File format. So what is the check? It should be part. It start with part star. Okay? Either this or by extension, like extension should be parquet. Like this. If this is there, then that is the expected. Then next step is, this is the second step, and the what is third step? Okay, now somehow we got it. Now these two files are executable, right? It will bring these two. Okay, it will read these two. Then what is the next step is change the file name. Change the file name. These steps I will do in shell script or Python script.
Python.
What it will do? So it will change this file name from, let us say there is a telecom project, telecom Airtel underscore timestamp. What is the time? Today is 03/03/18/2023. Okay, and timestamp, let us say 11/06/00. This is a timestamp, and you remove all the stuff not required. You got it right? Now it changed this file to this. Okay. Now second file. So now it may be after let us say after 2 seconds it came. Okay. So now this is the second file. Like that. Okay. Now
Yeah.
what is the rejected? Rejected will move to
See.
this folder.
Yeah, I
Got it? No.
understand.
So when we schedule a job, right? When we schedule a job, we will give the shell script. Okay. This is a shell script. Okay. Let us say there is a shell script. Okay. You can say filter underscore files dot sh. There is a shell script. Okay. When I trigger the shell script through a scheduler, then it will perform these all three tasks. These three tasks, and valid data it will put into. Let me just take it out. Accepted records, or I mean I can say for files will be pushed here, and rejected will push here. So, and also we will generate, now there is a one file, right? What we will do is like we will take this file name and send an email, send an email to source team with the list of file names. We will write some standard body of the mail. Okay, body of the mail, and automatically this will go here, and thanks. So if there are any files present here, then automatically one mail trigger and send to them, to the respective team. They will go to this file because this is the standard one, right? And they will check why this file came into that folder. Again, if it is valid, then they will convert into Parquet and send it back. If not, they won't send it again, right? This is a standard email that will go. Okay, all this process, what it will do is the shell script will handle that.
Yeah, understood
Am I
now.
answered your question?
Yeah, crystal clear.
So this is a step you have to explain in interview, and you have to do a hands-on on this. You really felt very happy, I can say, when you do this. Making
Yeah,
sense, right, guys?
yeah. Nice explanation.
This is let us say client will come and say, okay, this time onwards you can also consider CSV file. Then you have to change your code, right? You have to change your code because I have to create one more separate folder, that is Parquet file is separate and CSV file is separate. Entire project structure will be changed again. So there will be some requirement. Based on that requirement, we will create a project. Got it?
Yeah, yeah, got it. Thank you.
Guys, I think we spend a lot of time today, and this is not our last session. Try to understand. Going forward, we will discuss a lot many these kind of real-time examples. Also, we'll cover some questions. Also, we'll cover some important Q&A. Right? So don't miss it. Try to utilize this time. Okay, guys. Happy weekend. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Naresh.